Imagine you were born with a VR headset that somehow grew as you did. To all and everyone, it was totally invisible, from birth to death, and back again. You just kept on turning on and tuning in, whilst mistaking the symbol for the reference. Some, with reverence, they would happily kill others who thought different, even their own countrymen.
His hat was red. What the F? It was blue. Death to the infidel.
And on it went. Now let's pretend that one day a man had had enough, so he went to sit alone, in a cave. After a while he bawled and wailed. There was so much tension and frustration that, out there, never got a vent, as he needed to project. But here, now, with no distractions, it poured out in a raging torrent. At one point, he bangs his head against the wall. You can guess the rest of the sketch, yeah? Now, if you were he, tell me, my friend, would you go back and tell the rest, or marvel at what presents a world totally different to what the edit said, a place that is filled with mystery and a crackling resonance? Not only this, but since the vent, your inner sense shines again, and life, it feels pretty brill. Now, what I have said is entirely accurate. See, you shouldn't trust an atom, because they make up everything. And that goes double for the voice in your head, because how can you be it when you're obviously the one listening? The next step in knowing the ledge is comprehending that till 6, your brain was in a profound state of hypnosis, in which you inherited not just what your folks said and did, but the felt, unexpressed resonance as well. Not just this, but during the infant bit, your brain waves were lit up like a psychonauts on a trip, identical, a natural hit. Run that back again. See, you look at life through a lens that was tainted by inheritance, never checked again. It came from people that were totally ignorant of what I've just said, and you, in turn, will pass these things on to your children. Now that the great secret has been revealed, are you going to go back to scrolling the feed in a world that is edited, filtered to death, and artificially augmented, till they, for real, put that chip in your head and take this game of Simon Says to another level of remixed flesh, with loads and loads of robo-sex, and always-on internet, and everyone belonging to everyone else? Because, within, Big Brother will be watching and grin as the New Age citizens pay their dividends to a different type of pimp. It's not called a matrix for nothing, my friend, and it's not even a may, for it does, did, and will trick, unless you dare to glance within. Now you know, what are you going to do? Because you can't shrink a mind once it's been expanded. You don't interact with reality, my friend. Read any of the articles that I've pinned in the comment, or don't. To me it makes no difference, as mine is simply to pass on what happens when one steps out of the cave and clicks that without them, nothing exists. Till we meet again.